What's up, guys? It's Sean Career from Team Dude here, bringing to you another deck profile. This time around, I'm going to show you guys my BlackWargreymon deck that I used to pilot in this past regionals to get top 64. I did end up going X1-2. Unfortunately, I missed my invite by one game. I was in pretty favorable positions for my two draws. Pretty confident that I could have taken those games if I just had a little bit of time, but unfortunately could not get there, could not close in time, so I got the draws and missed out on my invite. But that's okay. I'm still really happy with how my deck ran in the tournament, and I'm very convinced that BlackWargreymon is a really good answer to this meta. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my eggs. So pretty standard for Koromon, plus 1k DP. Some people run the draw power one. You really don't need it anymore. There's already so much search in this deck. On top of that, the 1k DP can come up in the mirror matchup and against Wargreymon. Sometimes you need that little extra oomph to swing over the big bodies. Yeah. Now starting off with the rookies, we have 4 of the Agumon from BT12, 4 of the Agumon from BT5, and 4 of the Agumon from the AguX, or from AguX from BT9. Yeah, not much to say about these 8 rookies right here. That's pretty standard from before. And then the new BT12 Agumon is just so freaking good. Top 4 for a Greymon or Omnimon, and it gives all turns plus 1k. Like, that is just far better than the plus 2k Agu, because it's a search. Not much to say about that. I mean, it's just so good. Helps make the deck so consistent. Before I felt like BlackWargreymon was like kind of bricky, but now it just feels so good to drop this, and then to drop this for 3, and then let's say like Digivolve into the Agu X. Oh my god, top 7. Holy crap, like that is just so good. But anyways, we got 4 of the BlackWargreymons, 2 of the BT5 Greymons, 3 of the Greymon X, and then of course the 1 of Greymon X. For the BlackWargreymon, because I'm not running time my build. I'll explain that in a second, but it's great to have just guarantee that you have a blocker. That's pretty much all there is to it. On any of your stacks, really. And then the Greymon, digivolving for 1 when you digivolve and there's an Agumon and you gain a memory, that can come up for sure, and it definitely came up in the tournament a few times. Because what's nasty is you can go into here, and then let's say you go into one of your Metal Greymons. Oof, like that is just ultra turbo. You can come out of nowhere with that. The Greymon X, also the DP boost is just so good. Greymon X, not much to say about that as well. It's so good for protection. Honestly, I've come to prefer the Greymon X, the old one, the BT9, over the BT11. This one's just good to have, like I said, for that sneak factor of, oh, people never expect you to. People have to respect the potential to reduce Digivolution costs, and if they don't, then they could get punished for it. But overall protection wise against decks like Beelzemon, this Greymon X is just so much better. Because you can get multiple trashes off. This one, it's just x-antibody. You get, and then 2 deletions, you're popped. Level 5s, we have 3 of the BT8 Melgray. This is the classic boy. Digivolve 1, and then I pop a 3k, and then can swing over unsuspended. Great for board control. Amazing in the Bloom matchup. Amazing in the Machine Dramon matchup. This is like the killer to Machine Dramon, to be honest. And then I run 2 of the new BT12 Metal Greymon. This card's pretty cracked. Rating, being able to play out any black or red tamer, so you can play your Yuyas for free. Swinging into unsuspended and piercing, like, oh man, that definitely came up all day long. Like, I'm honestly almost considering doing going to 3-2 here. But I really do love this Melgreymon. It feels better to digivolve like outside in the play area with the Melgreymon against like something like Hunters, because you'll pop a 3K, you'll de-digivolve, pop a 3K, as opposed to this guy who really just has raid. So I like having the split because you get the variety. It's kind of like a toolbox. And then I have the for my x-antibody option, I chose to go for the Melgreymon x-antibody. It's really good. Prevents the de-digivolves, and then when Digimon unsuspends, trash a card. I haven't tried the BT9, but I feel like it could be good. It's really just a preference. I feel like if I run more of this, then the BT9 would be better than this one. But because of the way I play the deck, I like the slow, methodical, just constantly chipping and trashing way to play the deck. Let's see. For my megas, I have one Gaiomon here, and then 2 BlackWargreymon, and then two BlackWargreymon. Gaiomon, super goated. Again, amazing in the BlackWargreymon matchup. Mirror. Against BlackWargreymon and Wargreymon matchups, you need to have these two. That's so important. Or like, of course, one of these two, and then just Gaiomon. I actually think I should. This used to be a 2, but I changed something out for a specific reason. I think I'm gonna bump it back to 2 because Gaiomon was coming up all day long. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Again, pretty much every matchup, I almost prefer. A lot of the time, I really did prefer to go into Gaio just for the speed aspect of it, like being able to raid and then tuck x-antibody underneath and then raid, swing in, and then digivolve into Gaiomon, de-digivolve, and then swing over it. 2 checks with piercing is so good. Like, wow. The only thing I don't like about that play is that you can't use the x-antibody to have more trash potential, but sometimes it's just so good to do that. BlackWargreymon, 2 of them, so good against Hunter's matchup, against Cross. If you have BlackWargreymon with protection, a lot of the times it would be like this. I would have blocker and then the protection. It's just so good because you can block and then it restands when you block and it deletes something. It really stalls out your opponent, and when you're able to stall out your opponent like that, you're able to get to the cards you need, such as the BlackWargreymon X, which lets you once you establish a stack with BlackWargreymon, and then you're able to digivolve into BlackWargreymon X for 2, and you're able to just continuously swing, reboot, stand. You'll have this giant blocker with ideally the BWGx stack, and you're just applying pressure while having like the craziest board that they have to get through. But that's why BlackWargreymon was strong last format too, right? We have the one of omnimonx. Again, this card came up all the time. The searching power with these Agus pretty much always guarantees me getting this omnimonx, swinging for game. When my opponent would have 1 security left, and then through the like slow chipping that I had, and then they'd play like a blocker or something, and then you just tuck the x-antibody underneath, swing, bounce our blocker, trash their security, win the game. Not much to say about that. Next up for the Tamers, we have 2 Yuya and 3 Cool Boy. A lot of people are off the Cool Boy train, but I'm not. Cool Boy is so good. Searches for everything you need. Searches for a rookie if you need it. Searches for your x-antibody pieces. Searches for pretty much all of your megas, half of your mega stack, and searches for the omnimonx. I like Cool Boy over Tai just for that reason. Also, Cool Boy is a 2-drop, which is cheaper than Tai. Tai can come up clutch, and I think I could maybe fit in 1 or 2 Tais in my deck, but I just like Cool Boy, guys. Like, card is so broken. Being able to search for basically half of your deck, that was more important to me than being able to gain a memory from digivolving, which Cool Boy pretty much already does anyway if you just digivolve into an Greymon X. And then I didn't really care for any other Greymons. So like this Greymon gives it blocker. Like what else do I really need in life, you know? Um, I have for my options I have 3 red mem boosts. Self-explanatory. Search your top 4 gets all the pieces you need. And then I run 3 Hades and 3 x-antibodies. So red mem boost, self-explanatory, helps you unbrick. Three Hades. I I really hate the Hunters matchup, guys. I really hate the Hunters matchup. I hate the Cross matchup. And I want to guarantee easy wins against those matchups. To me, Beelzemon is already 50-50. If honestly, I don't know. Beelzemon feels like a 50-50 at times. It really just depends. Sometimes it feels way more in BlackWargreymon's favor. But it doesn't hurt to have another Sec Bomb against Beelzemon. But against Hunters and Cross, oh my god, Hades is just a complete and total death sentence. I demolished every single tamer deck that I played. I played against 2 Hunters and 1 Cross. The Cross player is the one that he ran me out on time. He was literally like looking down at the time and just he was like, oh, as soon as his time ran out, he was like, oh, done, sorry, because I literally just Hades him, and he was just he took 5 minutes to play a freaking superior mode, but it's fine, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hades is completely so nasty. And then 3 x-antibody. I think I might bring this to 2. Oh, this is what I originally had 2 Gaio, 2 Hades. But I didn't like Gaio sometimes digivolving into it, but I think I'm definitely just gonna bring it back. Or what I think I'm actually gonna do is just do this. Do 2 Gaio, 2 x-antibodies, because there was a lot of time where I just had an extra 1 in hand and I just didn't need it. But yeah, anyways, that's my deck. A few tips that I would say for you guys. Like I said, I ended up going, what was it, 5, 1, and 2. So really I only lost 1 match. I drew twice because my opponents were stalling me out. And then, well, I shouldn't say that. One of my opponents was playing loop. So it took him literally 13 minutes to do 1 turn. So that was horrible. And then the Cross player like definitely stalled me out. But I guess one tip I have to say, I don't know how people are losing the Cross matchup with this deck. Literally all you have to do, you have, and again, this is why I don't run tie, guys. This is why I don't run tie. You don't play a tamer against Cross, and then you have this in stack. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like, let's say this is what I was talking about before. Like, you'll have this in stack, go into x-antibody, and then you'll go into BWGreymon. You'll probably pop one of their Digimon because it's Hunters. And then you leave this the 1 stack, ideally with protection in case they Omni shout you. And then you go into BlackWargreymon, and then BlackWargreymon will pop 2 of their tamers. They'll probably only have 1, and so then they'll need to play 2 more at some point. And then, but you can just keep this guy perma on board. You never play a tamer, and then once you get Hades Force, you just Unga Bunga, like Hades Force, wipe their board, and then that's how you win. But once you're in this position, and you get rid of their tamers, and you're literally just a blocker with BlackWargreymon, it's over. Like, there's nothing they can do because they don't have anything that's over 12k. I mean, they could maybe subtract you somehow, but like, I don't know. That's just not it. Because then you can always just swing over their guys, and it'll just keep restanding. And then if you have BlackWargreymon X, that's like even better. Like, that's the ideal stack. So you'll go into like BlackWargreymon, you'll bring this out, go into BlackWargreymon, pop their 2 3-cost tamers, and then the following turn you go into BlackWargreymon X, and then you can just start aggressing onto their security. But before that, I would suggest keeping it unsuspended like this, so that when they swing, you can just block and then it'll restand. And then because you run three Hades Force, you're gonna find it. You Hades Force them, wipe their board, it's game over. Like, there's no coming back from that. And that's why I don't like tie. That's literally why I don't like tie. Because in order to get blocker for your stack, you need to have the tamer out, and it's just like, damn, that feels terrible, you know? Like if you have one monster stack, they can't tuck you. Like there's literally nothing they can do. And that's why I don't like Thai. And I'm surprised that people aren't figuring that out yet. But now you know. Now there's a tip. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys like the tips. Hope you guys like the deck profile. If you guys play the deck, let me know how it's going for you. If you have any pointers on anything I could change on the deck, I'm always open to suggestions. Let me know in the comments below. But other than that, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Peace.